Tell me when we're rolling.
And we're live.
Yeah! We're live. It's magic. Oh, my goodness. Lee, who did you think that was singing?
I didn't know who it was. I thought it's just radio.
At least somebody knows what the radio is.
No, I wouldn't have guessed. I guessed that's your voice.
You wouldn't guess it, right?
No?
Because you usually get my bill collector voice.
I don't know. It's just a way.
It's like such a really, really, really young person.
No, it just sounds way different than I would have imagined if.
Wait till you hear the whole album. Okay?
What album?
My album on High Point Records.
What is it, what's the name of it?
You know, I don't even know the name of it. This is terrible. This is really terrible. I got into a fight with the producer because he wanted my hair a certain way on the album, but I said, that's not my hair the way I wear it now, and I don't intend on going back. Because once you go back, you're going to go broke. This was a vacation when I got my hair done. When I was younger, it was really quick, but when you get older, it's like, oh my God, is she finished? She's got to do the roots. Then she's got to straighten the roots after she blow dries the roots. And then I'm getting a hot flash, so all the roots are getting wet again anyway. Just wet. And then I'm telling her I have to jump in the shower. She said, you ain't getting your hair wet. You are not getting your hair wet. You hear me? You ain't getting your hair wet. And I'm just sweating in my eyes. People don't know that feeling, right? It's just, I don't know if anyone else is going through that. But trust me, if I have something, my husband's going through it. Whatever it is, if I've got a cramp, he's got a cramp. Man, my duct was clogged, his duct was clogged. I will tell you, nothing beats my niece taking a handful of a Jewish man's chest and hearing him say, "Help! My chest hair! My chest hair!" And chest hair will clog your throat.
You don't have chest hair.
Oh, not anymore. Thank you. I breastfed. She took care of that extra hair that was growing. Yeah, it's my hormones. You know what's very scary is that when you're breastfeeding, not that anybody wants to talk about it. And whenever I talk about anything about pregnancy or birth or kids or anything, my daughter gets so upset. She goes, "That's the only part of your life you remember?" Pretty much so. You had to come out, and it hit me one day that the baby has to come out. It will just hit you. We've been through all of these breathing classes, but they didn't tell you how you breathe when you get a C-section. They should call it a B-section. It looks like a bayonet wound, but I paid for that. I paid for these jokes that were terrible.
Oh my God.
I paid for Ricky Lake jokes. I paid for why I liked Ricky Lake and the Asians love Licky. I did that. And then what did I do? Oh, who was it? Not Rosa Parks. Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my God.
Oprah Winfrey. Somebody said she was saving her eggs. I said, it looks like she's scrambling them and eating them. And then somebody said, you're never going to work again in this business. No kidding. Had nothing to do with Oprah. She hired me. She hired me for something totally different than I was prepared for. So she had a TV show called Oprah's Own. And I get hired. And the way you get it is you have to tell her why you need a talk show. I'm sure she's looking at this demo saying, this was done in a studio, okay? Like, people are doing it from their bathroom, from their kitchen. Like, Oprah, I really need a talk show. I was like, I got to get this audition over with because I have a talk show right now, and I need another talk show. Okay. What she doesn't tell me is that one of the people is handicapped and cannot get up. And I said, I can't see. I'm telling him, get up. I said, now, we're in the scene of the supermarket. How are you going to get that can up there? He says, I'm going to ask somebody. I said, yes, and first of all, they hire people, just like I told you the other day. I got hired as a professional organizer. Don't ask me how. I went for the job of the comic. Didn't get it. I got the big role as an organizer, but they have an which he loves that one because of what my mother had to say. You can't put black mothers on live phone calls. My daughter, God rest my Aunt Lois' soul, but my daughter was in a show, and they were asking the person, please go on mute. You can't say that to a black aunt. She talked about everybody in the show. Everybody. She's terrible. Biba sounds better than her. Topa looks better than her. People heard her. They can hear everything, by the way. That's like when you're on stage. I want you to know that when someone opens up a friggin' piece of candy, Why does it take that long to open a piece of candy? So everybody hears you and pays attention to you. When you're in the audience, try to be a little more aware of what's going on. Potato chip bags. Why do you open a potato chip bag when the comedian's on? Why do you move? Just make believe that everybody who's on stage is you, and you'll care. You'll shut up. I mean, man, you guys have it so lucky. Patty, you know how long we've been doing this. We used to put tape recorders down so that we could tape ourselves when we cared, right? We don't care anymore because somebody else is going to tape and use your jokes anyway. So I say this because I heard a woman say, oh, God, she sounds like a black reverend. Me! Me! She says such self-deprecating humor. This is all about me, but you had to hear the intro, how much she loved me. She's a femme fatale. She can't wait to do the show with Susie Essman. What's the other one? You know her. Stop it. There's only one. No, the one that Joy Behar, right.
Oh, she's good. I like her.
Yeah, she is. She's very good.
She's still going strong.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she is. And you know who gave her chance? Carrie Hoffman from Stand Up New York.
Oh.
That's right. He doesn't get enough credit. He does not get enough credit. He had 2 comics that he managed with bad names, Zach Galifianakis and Sunderlin Kronquist. You don't want those names. You just don't. At least he had something funny to say about it. I had nothing to say about my name. Are you playing music, Mark? That's what he normally does, but that's okay. It's an intimate crowd. If those of you who are watching who have questions, yes, the classes are still going. I still say preparation is such a key. When you got here, I saw you in your little skirt going around the corner, but were you preparing? You'll be so surprised at how relaxed it will make you if you can control it. It's amazing how it helps. You know, one of my students said, what is this? A friggin' singing class? And I said, it's a performing arts class for damn sure. This is a performing art. If you think that Patty could just get up here and sure he can, but it took years of everything, of remembering, of doing sets, of people interrupting you, of trying to remember, staying on point. And he has different angles. So you will see you have to know your audience. You understand? You're not going to go in a crowd of pork chops and do Portuguese jokes. All right? Can't be doing pork chop jokes to the Portuguese. They love me, though, when I do it. I falo português. I would like to thank our comedy concierge here, Samantha Linderman, for being here tonight and for keeping us going. And your producer tonight is Mark Zaffron, and that's always fun. As a matter of fact, I'm wondering, since we had no, I'll tell you what's got me. I wish that we had a television that we could just turn on with our hand. That's all I want to do is watch the news. And it said it is not connected. And I don't know how I felt, because I felt connected, but nothing came on. Were you out today? Were you all out or just us? Shouldn't we get money back? Am I wrong? There's no Spectrum.
I don't like Spectrums.
Out.
I don't do Spectrum. It's not good.
So Jewish.
That's so
Why
Jewish.
would you do that? It's not good.
It's no good. It's no good. It's like having Sprint. Listen, I'm going to bring somebody up. I love this good vibes. That's all I want is good vibes. That's all you want around you are good vibes. You ever talk to somebody from home and they do things like, well, you know, the 15th of April's coming up. You got your taxes done? And you're like, are you Satan? Like, can you get off of me? Like, oh my God, I can't sleep as it is. But I'm going to start off with somebody who knows a lot about everything. I got to tell you, not only is he an attorney, but he also studied various religions, which I didn't know about till recently. That's why he's such a know-it-all. But one day he's going to be wrong. I'm going to break up with him. All right, let's give it up for America's sweetheart, Mark Zaffron. Can you come up here for a few minutes? Could you do that? Move it. You got to move it, move it. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. All right.
I can't make it up because I'm a victim of the replacement knee industrial complex.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you right now, you know, a couple years ago, well, a long time ago, you know, Sunda was dragging me to a show at Ellen's Stardust Diner in Manhattan. Of course, I walked out my door and slipped on the black ice. As I couldn't make it into the cab, she said, I'll go alone. All right. I hobbled upstairs and then the pain, because when you first break the limb, you really don't feel it. There was enough of a zest in me to make it up the stairs. Well, thank God we had an elevator. And as I'm laying there on the couch with my leg up, the pain's just getting more and more worse. I call Sunda, this is not good. One more comic. I didn't know she was the friggin' MC. So I had to wait. Got me down, got me over to Beth Israel Hospital. They put me down on the gurney with nurses taking care of me, and they find I'm with my morphine. I just want my shot of morphine that the doctor promised me. I am in such pain. And see the nurse inject me with the morphine, because I had an IV. She's injecting it into the little thing on the IV. And I noticed she left some in the thing. I knew she went behind the curtain and jabbed herself in the ass. She had that look, So, that taught me about orthopedic surgeons that do not want to give you painkillers. He looked me in the eye and said, well, I don't have a narcotics license. I said, you must be an ex-junkie.
Oh my God.
Well, why else wouldn't he have a narcotics license? So he gave me instead Ambien. Not a prescription for Ambien. It must have just been coming on the market. He had a bag of it. Little two packs that he was getting from the pharmaceutical company for free. All right? So, of course, now it's the arthritis set in and they want to replace my knee. When they want to replace your knee is when you learn that the real devil in America is not Medicare, Medicaid, or Obamacare. It's out of network.
Oh my God.
Believe me, out of network doctors are the killers of healthcare. So it teaches you not to go to a doctor in Beverly Hills. So I went to this doctor in Beverly Hills, and they're rushing me through the crowd, x-rays and everything. He has all these cute girls working for him, till I realized he never told me the price. And then I realized when I looked him up, despite the fact that it said Cedar Sinai on the door, he was out of network. This was a $50,000 operation. But before the operation, I had to go to my own doctor to get checked out to see if I could be operated on. Of course, he finds a heart problem. Thank God. I didn't want to spend the $50,000. So I did, and believe it or not, if you don't have out-of-network coverage, you won't get reimbursed by United Healthcare. It's hard enough to get reimbursed for in-network doctors from them. So they send me across the parking lot, because I have to tell you, the best place to get healthcare in Los Angeles is the Valley. They're all in network. They all take Medicare. They all take Medicaid. And they have nice stuff. They're all this brand new stuff. So I get to the cardiologist, and it's time to get tested. Tells me to come back the day after tomorrow. All right, I come back with Sunda. Why? Because at a certain time, if you don't bring your wife when you come back from the doctor, she's going to tell you up to everything you say, you're lying. I'm feeling good, Sunda. You're lying. You know they're going to do it. It's just inevitable. So I take her there, and she's being herself. First test they give me is they want me to do a stress test. Now, my knees bother me. I don't want to run on a treadmill like a gerbil. Until I found out you don't have to do that. They can give you an injection which mimics you running on that treadmill. Who wants to go to the cardiologist with gym shorts and sneakers other than Lee? All right? Think about it. He's already dressed for the cardiologist. So they gave me the stress test. You get the same results. And then they tell us to come back, at 12:30 or something. So we go down the street to the subway. Lord, why do you go to a subway in a medical building? Because there's 2 8-year-olds shooting up in the corner, and Sunda's disgusted. The only good thing is I got the extra sandwich. We come back. It was lunch. We come back, and the doctor's getting ready to give me the next test. They shoot me up with radioactive isotopes. Oh, now I know, and I learned I'm glowing like Chernobyl. I got Chernobyl sickness because the whole next day, my stomach hurts, and I'm shitting all over the place. All right? So then we have to come back the following day, and this time I bring my daughter. So my daughter goes, and they're going to shoot me up with radioactive isotopes again. I'm glowing, and the guy shoots me, turns around to Aviva, goes, "Are you pregnant?" She jumps up like she's ready to fight. She thought he was talking about her weight. So they give me the test, and there's another day you have to wait, another day of Chernobyl sickness, all right? And I come back with Sunda. The doctor sits down, looking at my bloods. And he has this look on his face, like there's something, like, what's wrong? Because my bloods were perfect. My heart was pumping perfectly. And he turned around to me and goes, "You know what's wrong with you?" I go, "Yes." He says, "You're fat. You're obese." I said, "I know." I said, I've been trying to get Ozempic forever, and the only way I'm going to get it is you putting me down for the proper diagnosis so United Healthcare will pay for it, which he did. All right? So I started my Ozempic. As I'm going through the Ozempic and all the side effects of Ozempic, I realized I didn't have to go through all of this. I just had to look in the mirror one day and say, I'm not fat. I'm thin. I am transitioning from a fat person to a thin person. And you all have to believe in my hallucinations. It might be my delusion and it might be my fantasy. But today, we are forced in America to believe everybody's fantasies. And my new pronouns are thin and slim. Duh, right? What do you expect? All right? This is the way it goes. All right? You could be Gerald Ford, except he's an aircraft carrier. That's what you turn into when you're a president and you die. They turn you into an aircraft carrier. I'm waiting for the, I once read a science fiction book where the aircraft carrier was named after Hillary Clinton. And in that book, Hillary Clinton, as president, was the person who bombed Iran. God is my witness. True story. And they named the aircraft carrier after her because in the book he said she was the only one with big enough, cojones for the task, So leaving aside the political humor, which is very humorous, anybody enjoying watching these long snaky lines at the airport? They better end this because I'm going to be back in New York on April 9th. And Lord knows people can't run through the airport anymore. Everybody's worrying they're going to get picked up by ICE. But I noticed that they don't have their masks on. They're not carrying guns. They're just carrying handcuffs. It's all they need. All right? Because you know what's going to happen. One of them's going to slip. The one interesting thing about TSA agents, all right, it's a rough job with us yelling at them and everything. So I used to travel quite a lot. I used to travel every weekend from New York to L.A. and from L.A. to New York. And after a while, you get to know the TSA agents. But they don't care, all right? They're going to bust your head no matter what. So there was this one guy, they always, because they're bored, they give the same speech. Put all your bags in the bin, take off your shoes. And you have to listen to some of these people who think they're in L.A. They think they're actors. They don't want to wear TSA badges. They got headshots. Even the cops out here have headshots. What are you going to do? This is Los Angeles, land of hopes and dreams. All right, can't wait for the mayoral election. All right, they decided they're not going to hold an election. They're going to hold a marathon. Whoever gets to this finish line quickest wins. It's not going to be Karen Bass. And it certainly isn't going to be that Councilwoman Hernandez. She's going to stop at every subway on the way. Thank you very much. Eunice Hernandez, that's her name?
I don't even know. Oh, my God.
She needs to transition.
Suppose I told you I transitioned. Who's outside? I am so sorry, guys. I'm got to bring up this next comedian because he's got to be somewhere. So these are probably your relatives out here who started all this. Something's going on.
Actually, the firemen, they're more like Patty's relatives.
I said that, not yours.
Well, there's many a Patty on the fire truck.
Many a Patty on the fire.
Right, Jesus, she's not lying.
Do you know what?
Whatever he's saying, it's the truth.
There's no Harry, no data.
You know, he used to always tell me.
What?
There's Irish firemen.
Stop.
Is that down on you?
Oh, no.
Are you related to an accountant?
At least one. What are you talking about?
And at least one lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All the famous Jewish comedians that you don't know one name of.
Oh, stop. How funny.
Young man.
Although they say Pete Davidson's father was Jewish and he died.
He did.
9/11.
Whatever happened to him? He was famous for, he was with every girl.
He's still working.
He was on the run.
But he doesn't, you know what happens after a while? They don't have to worry anymore. They just take checks. They do things that, I met Jackie Mason at a party. He was hired too. I thought he was going to perform. He said, no, I'm a guest. We're both paid. He's an escort for giggles. I'm an escort for gaffes. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. We're sitting here like we're models and stuff. We don't know this man that paid us to be there. I I had to act like he was my best friend. But let me tell you, when you hear this comedian, you're going to think he's your best friend, too. He's everybody's best friend in comedy. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Patty. Let him hear you.
Keep it going. Pursue the food question. Keep it up. Keep it going. Just, you know what? If you could just keep it going a little more for me. This is all the validation I get. I know it's sad. It's sad. It's not pretty. Sunda had Sunda had a C-section. Do you remember that? Sunda, she mentioned that. My wife had a C-section, so that my daughter, we call her our sunroof baby. She just kind of come out of the sunroof. Yeah, it's a very cute. I like to start off my set with something adorable. If you can do that, you're ahead of the game. Does that make sense? Also, I was asked earlier, Patty, why are you here? Why are you at this mic? And I can answer that question very simply. Because this mic needed a sex symbol.
Yes.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? I identify as an evolved heterosexual. I know that no means no. I'm also a man who's been married 34 years, so I know that even yes means probably fucking not. But you live and you learn and you live. You know what I'm saying? What I've learned is that life is hard, and it's harder if you're stupid. You wanna jot that down, young'uns? I've learned that it's much hard. Also, I've lived a while, and I've learned this something else I've lived as well as learned. People will see what they want to see, and they won't see what they don't want to see. People think it's just now. It's been like that forever. People will be right up close to something, but they'll only see the thing that they want to see, won't see the other thing. I'll give you an example. Over the weekend, I was in Rancho Cucamonga at Fuddruckers. Have you been there? Fantastic hamburgers at Fuddruckers. And I'm inside, in line. Fox News is on the TV. And there's a character in front of me, looking up at the TV. He turns around, he looks right at me, he says, I didn't come all the way here from Ireland to see this great country destroyed by immigrants. I looked at him, I looked right back at him, I looked in his eyes, and I said, Dad? Fox News is lying to you. Jesse Waters is a liar. He's lying. But my father has taken the Kool-Aid, He's 90. Not gonna happen. He forgets. He just knows. He's in mental. I'm also in mental decline, but he's in mental. He's in a steeper state of mental decline. He doesn't know. I kind of look forward to not knowing. But no, here's the deal. He's taken the Kool-Aid, but I'm tired. I'm not a political comedian, but I'm going to say something. I'm tired of all the fucking lies, the lying lies. The lie, and then they lie about the lies. No war. Boom! War! Welcome to the war. War, good. No, this war is good. No, it's different than all the fucking other wars that I promised not to put you in. This is a special war with special qualifications. Yeah, right, lies. We're going to bring the cost of everything down. Right? But the whole fucking gas is... You fucking seen what they fucking charge for gas? I'm ashamed to buy it. I'm so... gas costs so much now I stop buying it. I just buy cocaine and I run everywhere. I ran here tonight. I'm going to run home. It's not a pretty picture. Does it, you know what I mean? Even I notice... the marginalized people are being pushed further into the margins. Some of you know, some of you don't know. I know you know. But Pornhub has completely eliminated its sign language interpreter option, making it even more difficult to enjoy pornography while on airplanes. This has affected me personally. I travel all the time. I've had to resort to reading lips. I will not say what lips. I will just say lips. Can't always get what you want. That's what I have to say. I said it to Lee Schwartz the other day. I said, Lee, you glorious little fucker, you. You can't always fucking get what you want. and you can't. So, I try and live a good life, but I'm glad to be here with you. Can I say that? Give yourself a round of applause. It's not easy being me. Going through this life is me. Yesterday, an elderly Filipino gentleman referred to me as a white supremacist. It's the last time I give my father-in-law a ride to Panda Express. He's 88 years old. He's 88, you know. He says anything. He was 88. He lived with us for 6 years. You know, Filipinos don't wind up in nursing homes because Filipinos have a nurse at home. Just spitting facts. It's my life. I can't prove it even, but it's fucking true. It's my life. And I'll tell you what else. I can't take him to Panda Express anymore because I take him there sometimes 2 times a day, like 11 times. It's insane. It's like he's fucking insane. He loves it there. You know, he gets the same thing. He gets broccoli and beef every time, and I get the orange chicken. Once again, fuck. Are you kidding me? I'm not political comedian. I know I just said that, but I'm not understand. But I'm going to make a political statement. Whoever's responsible for that orange chicken at Panda Express shall be granted immediate citizenship. Am I right? Am I right? So fucking good. That's good. That's enough of a qualification. We can jump up, speed them up. What do you need to do? And here's the other thing that I'm disillusioned by is the abandonment of diversity as a goal. Abandoned. Completely thrown to the wayside. That's bad. I think diversity is our strength. Am I right? Really? You know what? Give it up for diversity. Unless you're a racist. Then don't. Then don't clap. But give it up for diversity. Myself, have dedicated my life to diversity. I'm 100% Irish from Ireland. My wife is 100% Filipina from the Philippines, which in Los Angeles makes our children tall Mexicans. That's how, I don't know if you know, that's how they're made. I've made a few of them. I'm happy. I'm happy. I seem to be happy, don't I? You never know. You never know actually what's really going on. I stated earlier I'm in a state of rapid mental decline. Well, how many minutes do I have left?
About to be 2.
What?
It's about to be 2.
2 minutes? About to be 2 minutes left. It's, let me see. I'll look at something maybe I wrote down here. Would that be okay? Can I take this opportunity to say something? You're all very attractive people. And I mean that. I don't say that to all my audiences, but you guys are special. Really, I feel very. You know what? I'll get to this in a second, but I'm just going to say this because of the warmth, the real warmth that I felt over these past few minutes, and how much I feel I've bonded with you. If I may, I'm going to take a step out. I'm going to step out and say I want to invite you all to the post Mike freak off. I hope you'll all come to the post Mike freak off. It's over there. You're gonna love it. Mark and Sunda have a spare room. It's got black lights. It's fun. We have a theme. Tonight's theme is actually polyamorous luau. We're doing that tonight, and we're gonna follow it up. It's a double header. Pardon my language. It's also a hot yoga orgy. After we'll have a hot yoga orgy. I hope you have good balance because it can be kind of fucking slippery, to be honest with you. Kind of slippery in there. And also, I have a note from management. No peanut-based lubricants will be permitted. We've had a problem in the past with allergies, so just going to do that. Wow, I'm just almost tuckered out from this energy exchange that we've had here today. I feel good. Do you guys feel good? Yeah. Oh, man, I want to say this. You guys, and I'm going to say it again from my heart, and I mean this, you guys have been mediocre. But I love you anyway. I'm Paddy, Paddyforcom. EDY. Now keep it up for the mistress on this island of misfit toys. Give it up for Sunda Kroonquist. Come on.
Did you know that I was on that show, I Love Toys, on VH1?
I did not know that.
It was, I don't know, right up my alley. I don't know. I just knew the old commercials, like Thumbelina.
Oh, Thumbelina, yeah.
Remember Thumbelina?
So I don't know who that is.
You were in Ireland, though. You had Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, we have lots of Mr. Potatoes. As a single
Oh, it's wet.
father,
I'm sorry.
Mr. Potato Head meant a lot.
If you guys could avoid the edge of the stage, it's wet. I meant to tell them. This is what I do instead of cleaning it. No, I'm kidding. I did clean it first, and then I did what I was supposed to do. But I got to tell you something, Patty.
Yes.
It's really wonderful when you when you talk about your in-laws, because I know Filipinos and they love pineapples. They make the best pineapple cake. They make the best pineapple rib sauce. They have pineapples on everything, so much so that when I did my TV show, for my latkes, instead of using applesauce, I used pineapple sauce. And they had a Filipina helping me. Like I thought I was going to cook all this. They were like, no, we have somebody here. That's like the organizing show. They had somebody. It's like me teaching improv. They had a teacher. What am I doing there? I wish somebody could play me during the day. Wouldn't you like that, Lee? So you could call me at the doctor's offices. That's how you could tell he's Jewish. Every time I was at the doctor's office, he called. I went from Schwartz to Schwartz, okay? From Dr. Schwartz to Lee Schwartz. And then I'm saying to the doctor, it's really Schwartz because he says, oh, he's a filmmaker.
Yeah, you thought I was your doctor.
Yeah, I thought you were the Dr. Schwartz, of course. Then I have somebody dying in my family that I have to take care of. I got to take care of people who are dying. And the doctor calls and says that he's Kenny. Now, what's his real name? Ken Jeong, right? He makes believe he's Ken Jeong, right? So I start talking about the doctors in the hospital. I said, Ken, these are terrible doctors. I talked about them, and it was a doctor playing a joke that he was Ken Jeong. That's not funny. Isn't that terrible? I'm trying to get you so you can walk out. And you can see him when? At the pit. Not the pit, that's a TV show.
It's so funny.
No, it's the mix.
The mix, with two X's. Pit has two T's, okay, yes. Yes, not the pit, the mix is in Pasadena, and he'll be there tomorrow night, or even tonight. Tonight's Monday. He'll be there Wednesday night. Thank you, Patty. Good night. God bless you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye, my friends, goodbye. All right, guys, you can't complain anymore about going up first, okay? Because I'm going to bring somebody else up first who just came in, and I haven't seen him for a month of Sundays. And let's all pray for him. Amen. Come on, McGrail. Hey, let me hear you, baby.
Yes, excellence and fame. That's what I'm aiming for.
Amen.
Yeah. Last time you saw me, I had long hair. Had to cut it for the work. Yeah, I'm not a youngin' anymore. I realized that when I just wasn't going to get that job that gets the car payments done. I'm in security now, watching over jewelry and watch shops. Yeah, that's the ultimate status symbol these days, to pay for a house for your wrists, a trinket that doesn't receive email and doesn't need to be recharged. Yeah, that's the in thing. I'm in that part of Beverly Hills where the in fashion seems to be shirt tails hanging out, mismatched sneakers, pre-manufactured holes in the jeans, wannabe gangster gear. That's the in thing. And I was shocked when I saw this guy dressed with the three-piece suit, coat, tie, vest, man, and matching pants and shoes. You could tell No wannabe gangster there. Real deal. Isn't it, though? Well, I'm also into acting. Yeah, I'm doing the comedy, but you know, the best comedians seem to do serious acting too. So I'm not really good at this. So I must be really better at being a tragedian, because the best comedy has the worst tragedy. Yeah. As a kid, I used to be really interested in flying into space. I remember as a kid, I learned about the famous WOW signal. Google it. A signal from space. I kid you not. It was a sound picked up by astronomers in the radio telescopes. It's the summer of '77, and we got a message from outer space. But that same year, well, people were just saying, nah, it doesn't sound right. Can't dance to it. And Star Wars had better visuals. So that's why it went out. Patty was saying a lot about politics. Yeah, just Donald Trump was seen just chuckling away at something. Someone asked him, "Why are you laughing, Mr. President?" He said, "I just heard the funniest joke ever over at the court." And they asked him what the joke was. He said, "Nah, I'd better not tell it. Guy who said it got sent to prison for telling it." Yeah. Getting back to security. Does anybody ever worry about getting robbed? I mean, how can you be robbed at gunpoint? There's nothing that we have of value that people don't already have. But I think about the people in Cuba who are using 50, 60, 70-year-old cars, even to this day, making them run on, what, charcoal? And recycling plastic into fuel? That's the new face of a failed state. That seems to be it. And now we're stuck in yet another war, and our Secretary of War Hawking is saying that we need to eliminate DEI because wokeness is weakness. He's really taking after some guy he thought was one of our founding fathers, Napoleon, who said, "The worse the man, the better the soldier." Our whole presidential administration is run by super soldiers, according to his theory. Ain't it the truth? We're not hearing much about conflict in Ukraine anymore. You hear about that? But I heard some of the best, they've started recruiting people from overseas, mercenaries, who had no prior experience except as Amazon drivers. They're really good with the hit and run tactics. I kid you not, they are converting their trucks, any cars that are going to run on fuel, become combat vehicles. And the Amazon drivers are saying, "This is great. We can do this all day, and we get bathroom breaks." Yeah, tell you not. Boy, but war is just a funny thing, you know. I remember a famous poem that was the end line was, "Someday they'll give a war and nobody will come." Well, we're actually going to come to that, because with AI and drones, nobody will need to come. Isn't that the truth? Anybody driven one of those, or ridden in one of those AI-driven cars? Yeah, what was it like? I wonder, did you ever get caught speeding? Is it possible for those things to speed too much?
I don't trust them.
They're not very trustworthy, are they? I mean, when you got these jaywalkers who are just trudging across the street, they don't honk enough. And these things can't go through the drive-throughs. I mean, how can you get them to do a quick run for your burgers? Seriously, how do they do that? Do they use Morse code or something? The wow signal? They'll be more like R2-D2 pretty soon. It's nuts. And have you ever seen the prices of fast food? Used to be cheap. Now, they're all automated, and the management at these fast food places don't really want people eating there anymore. It used to be that you sit there, you have your meal, and then you can get out. Now, it's like, who are they serving? Do they expect just the drones to come in and just get out? How long before they start manufacturing the food just for the drones? And you just out of this world. I'm still waiting for another wow signal to come. And I'm wondering, did they send a message back? I can't remember if they sent a response, but I'm thinking it was 404 not found, or we're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check your local directory. But I think I got the red light. I hope that just means my time is up and that I'm not, saying anything too taboo. Okay, good. That's me. My time. Eamon McGrail, cynicalzealot@yahoo.com. Hope to see you soon, or hope that you see me soon on the big screen and all.
Can't wait to see you on the big screen. I like this shirt. Where'd you get this?
Echo Park, I think.
Really?
Yeah, those places that have the fancy boutiques.
I thought you were going to say fentanyl.
Oh my God.
I did. What a terrible feeling. I know. I'm one of the people that got it, like involuntarily. I'm only saying that because I'm getting ready to bring up somebody who's not after your purse. She wants you healthy because she's my favorite nurse. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Abibatu. Yes.
Thank you. So you were asking, my name is Abibatu. And you can call me Flower if you cannot pronounce Abibatu. So you were talking about an AI car. The last time I left here, my son was going to pick me up. And he sent me a Waymo car. I hope that's it was my first Waymo. I got in the car, taking pictures. I'm like, driver, no driver. 5 minutes of the ride, okay, the adrenaline is over. And I'm like, I hope they're not taking me somewhere. I hope you're taking me home, okay? Talking to no driver in the car. I was leaving the house today all dressed up, and my son was like, oh, Black Barbie. I'm on television now. So it's funny, we were talking about war and talking about things that are going on. I just got kicked out from a WhatsApp group. Today we were talking about the war. And they were telling me how, by the way, you cannot be saying all these things. Africans sold Africans. This is an African group. I'm like, what kind of topic is that? Africans sold Africans, And I started arguing with them on the phone, on the WhatsApp group, and guess what? You're welcome. I started arguing in the group and telling them how they shouldn't think like that. That when Europeans came to Africa, they came with a sword and a Bible. And when I said that, guess what? The next day I woke up, I was ready to argue. I already went and studied some history, and I was ready to talk about the scramble of Africa and how Africa was taken over in the 1800s. And I woke up, they already kicked me out of the group. Seriously. And last year when the queen was dead, and I was in another group too, and I woke up and they said the queen was dead. The England queen was dead. And I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa, blood diamond country, where the queen took all our diamonds and made us slaves. So I was ready. I'm like, oh, maybe now that she's dead, maybe we're gonna get our diamonds back. And and one of the Africans just love the white people. Seriously. They just love European. One of them told me, oh, you're being disrespectful to the Queen of England. I'm like, ah! Woke up, man. Went to bed, get ready with my history, read a lot, and get ready to attack the next day. I was kicked out from the group too. That's the second time. So I was talking to my son and my daughter today. I was like, okay, it's time for me to go back because I've been moving back home. I've been doing 3 months there, 3 months, and this time I'm going to leave for 100 days. I said, okay, now I'm going to start doing it 100 days in Africa and 100 days here. And my son was like, how are we going to pay the rent? And I was on the phone thinking, oh, are we? I'm thinking about myself now. I'm tired of paying bills. Tired of everything. I have my house there. I'm not paying mortgage. Why am I gonna stay here? So this is now he's home watching me, and I'm like, what are we gonna do? Talking to the sister who, like, what is the plan? What is the plan? I'm like, this is my plan right now. I did my time. I'm not gonna wait for 67 years old. Please, I'm in my 50s. It's time to leave. You know. I was talking to my mom, getting everything ready, and she's telling me, so what's the plan tonight? I'm like, I have a comedy class to go to. She's like, a class? I said, yeah, I'm paying to become a comedian. She was like, Fatimata, come listen. She was calling everyone. She cannot believe that you will pay to become a comedian. You will be on stage and trying to get jokes the way I'm doing it. That was so funny back when I told my mom about that. You know, she's 85 years old now. And she's so funny. She just take care of everything. If I have to buy her a watch, when I'm buying her a gift, she have 5 friends. If you don't give her the gifts, if you don't buy 5 watch, she's gonna give her watch away. So now when I go home, I have to buy 5 gifts for 5 friends. Even though my mom will not be wearing hers. And I'm like, Mama, where you watch? Where's your watch? And one of the friends are wearing it and walking around. So this is how she is. And I'm enjoying her. And I'm so happy that I'm moving back home, that I'm close to my mom now. Right. I did my time. And all the nursing profession that I've had here, I can go share what's going on back home, you know? And I told you guys how I lost my partner 2 months ago. And even it's just stomach pain. Imagine, we don't have a diagnostic machine. We don't have colonoscopy machines. We don't have the endoscope that can go in and tell us what's going on. People are dying with all these things. And when they want to do surgery, the politicians, guess what? They go to England. They go to England. They go to a different place and pay that money instead of creating their own hospitals in Africa, you know. And I was interviewed in Africa the last time I was there when I spoke about the non-profit. How we can have the conversation of not sending people home with bandages. And the lady who's giving me the interview was telling me, so when are you bringing these machines? I'm like, my non-profit is not about me bringing machines. It's not about me bringing machines, though. It's about me talking to the politicians in Africa how we can do these things, you know? So that's the plan, man. That's the plan. Because with all these things you've learned, and when you go to the hospitals and you don't have these little things, dialysis machines, for example. Imagine if you need a dialysis machine, you cannot travel back home to see your family, you know? So just last week I was at work and I'm taking care of patients. When patients walk in, we have to make sure they have all their stuff here. And how can I be doing all these things back here? And I know there's the country where I came from, they don't have a machine to do all these things. And politicians are living large. They have all the money and they travel around the world. And all we have been doing is admiring them. We really admire politicians, you know. When they're talking, we're sitting there, there's more good than bad, but why do we always just admire the lies they're giving? We know they're lying. We know they're killing. Imagine, we are so immune in America. They will tell us 200 people are dead. It's like another day. The next day, we just get up and go to work and focus on what we're doing, you know? Sometimes this things that are going on in my head, it's so hard for me to make it funny. But it's something that we can think about. Thank you very much for listening.
And where do we find
Thank you. You can always find me at the LA School of Comedy. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Thank you, Miss Sunda.
You have to do an anime of some sort where these kids, when you're not there, it's like having audio on when they're not there, you know, because you're respectful. You're not going to have the cameras on, but you want to hear what they're saying. Where is she going? And she's next. Yes. You're always funnier when you have to pee. I can't believe this. You know why?
Ended the line and everything. I was gonna start a new one. Like,
Listen,
gonna rhyme.
listen. You're going to have a great time because I just wanted to say that I'm so happy that you made it from Idaho. Look who made it here. Sean Scott made. Give him a round of applause. I'm going to bring up your comedy concierge. This is the one and only Samantha Linderman who lets us do this. Samantha, thank you so very, very much for helping us do this all the time, every time. And welcome to the stage, the one and only. Yes, Sammy!
Keep it going for Cinder Kringles, everybody. Let's keep, just another Manic Monday. You know, I can't lie to you. I went on the Waymo app, and I clicked. I clicked my trips. Does anyone want to guess how many? 70. When did it come out? Last week, and I've taken 70 Waymos. Wow.
Over how long?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's why I'm asking you. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's 2 a day. I gotta go. It's like $10 cheaper than Uber and no tip. I could talk about Waymo for a long time. The thing is like there's embarrassment, like going somewhere and just you get there, like even before like getting an Uber, like when I like show up to like a party, whatever, and I'm like, thank you, like I feel kind of like good, like thank you, driver, like oh my God, crazy story, my Uber driver. But the Waymo, I mean, I don't know, because I don't drive. I told the kids, I work with kids, I told them at school, I don't know why, because they can't either. I was like, I don't drive, like I'm scared. And they were like, you think you're gonna crash? And I was like, why are you gonna make me? Like, why would you say that? And I was like, yeah, though, like, yeah. But I'm like, it's okay to like be scared, but then I have to do it now so I can tell them I did it. Maybe that's why I told them. They'll forget tomorrow. They will forget tomorrow. I love them. They're so funny. They're so full of shit. It's crazy. Talk about acting. You know, we had this amazing thing. Oh God, I don't know how much I should say. Because I'm like, save it for when you leave the job. Long story short, I found these boxes. To me, I see stacks of boxes. I don't open them. They're boxes. I don't see what they are. I'm not going to be like, are these our boxes? Like, I don't know. We have so many supply, whatever. I can't keep my pencils straight, so I'm not gonna open a new box, whatever. It was books, it was backpacks with 6 books inside and a journal, and all of them are bilingual, English and Spanish. And they're like, yeah, it's been sitting there for a year. I haven't been working there a year, mind you. And I took them all out and I started writing kids' names down. And I thought of you, and I put every name for every kindergartner in TK. this is actually a good story. So this kid, his first language is Spanish. And, I met him in the summer, and just the growth has been great. Like, can I go to the restroom, please? I'm like, the other kids can't even say that. Like, you know what I mean? He speaks, I'm like, sometimes when the kids are like, he doesn't speak English, I'm like, neither do you. I don't know what you're saying. He does. He speaks, for a 4, he doesn't speak English. What do you mean? Like, he doesn't do, like, I don't know, iambic pentameter? Like, what do you mean? He's 4. He's 4. But I showed him, I'm like, did you get one of these? Like, one of the bags? He's like, no. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, this is the one kid who needs it. I give it to him. He's so excited. He goes to another teacher. Look what I got. I go to put it in his backpack. He already had one. He lied. He looked at me. He's like, he never saw it. He's like, oh my God. And I go, you want 2? He's like, I can't wait to read them. Oh. And I was like, keep them. What do you mean? They've been sitting there for a year. And then the kids are like sliding on the floor, like on their stomach with the book under them. And I was like, I'll take that back right now. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take it right now. I was like, there's kids who don't like, they were just sitting here. So, and then they really locked in. It was so cute. And I was talking about the book was about it was like my town, mi pueblo. And I was like, do you know what a town is? And they're like, it's a city. And I was like, well, no. And then I was like, so, cause they're like, Earth. And I was like, we gotta start over. So I draw a circle, right, with squiggles, right? I go, what? There's an island in the middle. I was like, so you know what an island is, but you think that Earth is the city or town that you live in? So I draw an island in the middle. I'm like, whatever. They just, oh my God, so much. But I was like, Earth is the planet. We're all on Earth. And then I was like, continent, country, state, city, town.
Oh, wow.
They had no idea what the fuck I was. No, they're 4. It's okay. It's like 4, 5, 6. Like, I feel good about that. Like, I like to, like, you got to get them started with the stuff like this. Because I forget that everything that we know has to be taught. Same with comedy. That's the crazy thing. Even if you're self-taught, you're still teaching yourself. Right? You're still like, you learn through what? Failure and repetition and change. Gotta switch it up. Can't shove that square peg in the round hole. Right. And then the kids would be like, what's a peg? What's a peg? I'm like, stop saying peg. Pegging. I'd be like, stop it. They say crazy shit. We were gonna go close the windows, and this kid, he's 4. He's like, to the window, to the wall. And I'm like, do you know the next line? Like, are you really gonna say, to the sweat drip down my ball? Like, are you gonna say the next line? Because that's the next line. So I'm like, to the window, to the wall. And I don't remember what he said. I wasn't gonna tell him, obviously, but I was like, how far is this gonna go? Like, do you know the rap? Like, is there more? I don't know. It's so crazy. They'll know that, but then they don't know their birthday. But we're gonna work on all that. Lee was reminding me about my time at Bath and Body Works. And, I recently went on a date, actually. That's crazy, right? I'm so busy. But he was talking about he worked in food service. And I was like, no, but I was like, I worked retail. And then I had to say I worked at Bath and Body Works. And I just felt weird. Because he's like old, a little bit older than me. Like, not old, but like, he's a job. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't talk about it. If I talk, I'm going to jinx it. You know what I mean? You talk about shit and stand up, it's gone. People will come up and be like, my wife, da-da-da-da-da. I see them a month later, gone. Different man, like, it's just, but that's the beauty of it. We're expressing ourselves. We're sharing everything. Sharing's caring. My therapist, I told her the joke I made about her, which is that she's my most expensive open mic. Because she's always laughing. Like, I will say, like, deep stuff, but I say it with a straight face, and then I add one little, it's a joke for me, mostly. Like, do you know what I mean? Where I'm like, I get so mad that I want to fucking da-da-da-da-da-da, and I go on a tangent, boom, 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 and she's cracking up. She's I'm sorry. It's so hard when you can't laugh, but you need to laugh. I was thinking about you. At this show, I was at this singing performance. I didn't realize it was a fundraiser, so I feel like, and I was talking about it in the bathroom, and now you're making me think maybe somebody was in there. But I felt like medically, like there were notes being hit that I couldn't feel. Like, when there's like dogs, like how are on a frequency? Like, I feel like one of these singers like hit a frequency where my body was like, Because it'd be like, like it was all. So my cousin killed it. She was like, she's such a beautiful singer, but then hearing her at the end, like waiting for her and then hearing it, I was like, wow. One, it was worth it, but two, this is crazy. I felt like you at the Diana Ross concert. Okay, so me, Sunda, and my mother, and Sarah, oh my God, and my sister went to see Diana Ross, and we're sitting there, and like, you know, time of our life. First of all, she tries to go live. Goes live for like 2 minutes, and then it's like, you can't go live. And I'm like, be live, like be with us. Like it's Diana Ross live. And then she's like, her mic's not working. I'm like, did they tell you? Like whatever, like, or no, it was like there's an eyelash in her eye. And it was true. It was true. She like really, it was so crazy. So that was so special. And I mean, tonight, hearing your full song, like I never heard your full song. I feel like I've known you many years and I will never know all the things, but that's why we're gonna make it happen. I might have found us a ghostwriter. Keep it going. I'm Sam. You can find me on Instagram at Sam like TBH.
Oh, come on, Sam. You gotta bring
I know. Should I bring up?
Yeah.
I love this guy. He's so hilarious. I'm not gonna hold it in even longer just to see the comedy of the one only Lee Shorts, everybody.
Lee Shorts. Yeah.
Come on, come on. It's true. I'm gonna wait.
Don't get so excited. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's waste of energy, really. But I'm sorry, but I'm using notes today because I used to do mental notes, but really when I remember them, I just can't read them anymore. But and I second guess myself a lot. I mean, I think. But no, these are real. I'm just doing. These are really just to prepare for a set, really. But there's really not so good healthcare in Africa, really. So like, Plan A is like a meat thermometer, sunlight to look at ears, and pet cats to reduce blood pressure, something like that. Or then Plan B, you get a stethoscope maybe, instead of they just listen. But anyway, depending on your plan, though, right? Sorry, it's gonna be boring.
Stop it.
Sorry. Gonna be really boring. Sorry. But my parents are gonna come to the next show, and I try to warn them. Don't come. You'll regret it. You'll live longer if you don't come. Your life expectancy will, be cut in half if anyone sees, what I'll do. But, so I'm going to resist doing a family roast type thing.
Oh my God.
Risk that. And anyway, when I was a kid, that's like synonymous with family picnics. Those are family roasts. So I had enough of those. But I'm not going to point out my parents. They're not worth pointing out. Really, they're not. And then you'll, if you point them out, you're gonna. Well, I'm not gonna point them out because you'll ask all sorts of questions afterwards. What happened to him? Where did it all go wrong? Did you leave him in a car with the heat, or something fried him? So don't. Yeah. So it's not worth talking to my. You don't know. So anyway, my girlfriend didn't. She didn't come. She's not gonna come. She was banned last time, actually, and she banned, really. She can't come anymore to the club. Unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, actually, because, I banned her, actually. I did, Something had to be done, really. One more bad review she gave me, I couldn't handle it, No way, no way. Not anymore, because I can't take it. And she hates comedians. Hates them, really, hates them. So up here, she's hating me every minute that I'm here. But maybe it's just when they're doing comedy. I don't know. So maybe, who knows? But, we've actually taken a break from each other. So we're going to go with absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I haven't really seen her in 6 months. And things are a lot fonder. They get fonder every day, and we don't even fight anymore. We don't talk anymore either. So, but it's working out. Maybe go a couple more months even. Really work things out. I think it's perfect. Actually, it's perfect. But she says things just really in anger, honestly, and she means every one of them. Really. But yeah, she said she was so much happier before she met me when she lived alone by herself. That hurts. That does hurt. Cuts deep. But I say go easy on me because all I had was imaginary friends when I was a kid. And I had one, but he didn't want to play with me anymore. He said I was delusional. And I talked to him and I said, you're freaking make-believe. And so I won that argument. I did. So. But, and my parents, they did, instead of homeschooling, home bullying, actually, they did. So get me ready for school. I had the list, the stutter, dyslexia, all the boxes, really. And, so they were going to get me ready. They knew it was coming, They knew it was going to happen. So, at the dinner table, they're like, you look awful. You look really stupid today. Where'd you get that hat, the trash? What's wrong with you? Pick your head up. Knocked my books out a couple times, tripped me up the stairs, so, get me ready. But, it wasn't easy, Every day was a chore. But one day I overheard my dad talking to my mom, actually, and he said, this is all wrong. This is wrong what we're doing to them. Me, actually. And he said, we really need to make fun of both of them, me and my brother, And that made more sense, get us both ready for school. Good planning, really. They were always thinking, I like that. They were kind of brutally, manipulatively honest. They were good. They were good family. I didn't want to look at my family tree. I didn't want to do the DNA. It wouldn't be worth it. No, God, it probably would have just said, you need to cut down your tree, so I didn't want to look at that at all, I don't want to be part of my tree. I'd jump out of my tree if I was in it. People got removed from my tree. I don't even know why they got removed, but they did something terrible, probably. I don't even understand family trees. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, really. But, it was a rough week. I went to go to get my car fixed, got banged up, and I'm trying to find an honest mechanic. And I go down and I get the estimate way overcharged. So I said to the guy, did you overcharge me because you thought I knew nothing about cars? And he said, yes, I did. It's honest. I'm thinking, that honesty is uncommon. I want to go back there. I want to go back to that guy. I'm sure. My girlfriend said, you're not going to do that. You're not going to go back to that guy. I'm like, oh yeah, I am. Yeah. But she says, I tried meditation. She tried, and it stressed me out. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore because she forced me to do it. She stressed me doing it. So, yeah. So that didn't last long. And the big way I found out to relax is not be around her. Works perfect. It just better than meditation, I'm sure. And I'm thinking about maybe doing like yoga or meditation, one or the other. But yoga's way too complicated. I have to remember things like downward dog, rabbit running. I don't know, preening monkey. I don't know what. But I go on. I do. But thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. Thanks. At least somebody does.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Good.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
glad.
Coming out here, risking,
What is it? Why does it keep doing that?
because a bootful,
Why does it go?
we're going to show you how. Like you've never done this before.
It slips down.
Oh, come on, don't fall.
But thank you.
And you stepped on the wet paint. I told you, only a man.
Is that real wet? I thought you were kidding.
No, I did it. Can't you tell? I spilled it over there.
Oh, I didn't think. I thought you were joking around.
I got it on my arm. I'll show you. I can't get it off. Does it show?
It looks chalk.
It looks like, now I look ashy. That's what black people would say. See that? He don't even know. I would look ashy. Because sometimes I can get that way. When you don't drink enough water out here, you can strike a match on my knee. It's unbelievable. And it's so, I learned so many tricks for white trash. I gotta tell you. I'm doing a whole white trash book. I love white trash parties. If you ever get in a fix, you can't get your teeth clean, you use your hair. I'm just telling you. See, because when you're half white trash and half black, you know what that makes you? A Puerto Rican. It still makes you Puerto Rican. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be like, excuse me, today my name is Maria Santiago de Velázquez de Barranquilla, Bogotá, Puerto Rico. That's right. Today, my name is not Sunday anymore. I'm going to do a whole show saying my name is not Sundra. They add an R in the first name, take it out of the second name, and they become the racist. You can't call me Coonquist and get away with that when my cousins are from the Panhandle. Yeah, they taught me something. They said, don't ever use that word, that C word. I said, I hate it too. They said, yeah, cracker. Oh. They said, you can't say that. I didn't know that. Now I have a C word I can't say. C word, N word, he says the correct word is redneck. So I got that. If I have a red neck, call 911. That's all I got to tell you, if you can see any red in my neck. But I have someone that's going to at least introduce themselves tonight, and I'm really glad because I got to tell you something. Kids change the world. You're so right when you talk about the way they're talking about you behind your back. They change your life. They change your life. Like right now, this guy has a daughter who's spending his money somehow, some way, although he's here and she's under 20. He's doing it. Well, I want you to introduce yourself. Come up here, Sean Scott. Come up here. Yes. Yes, you can tell us about your ride.
Oh, I get to talk about my car.
You do? Okay, so remember.
This
Oh!
is from Idaho, and I made it.
Oh my goodness, look! LA School of Comedy.
No way.
Yes! Sean got it done before me.
Yeah. I was told to call them my roommates, but they don't really. Am I supposed to grab the mic?
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful. We'll put that behind you.
So I'm supposed to call them my roommates, but I'm 45 and I live at home with my parents. My ex-wife, 14 years, okay, bitch was money hungry. She got everything. And a boyfriend that I told thank you, by the way. And that's no bullshit. I really did thank that motherfucker. I do feel bad for calling him a toothless inbreeder. Come to find out he's not inbred. I didn't know, but he is into crystal meth. Fuck. So, but yeah, I mean, there's so much that I could talk about. I can talk about, oh my goodness, my car. We're gonna go just bring it all focus back to my car. And my daughter, yes. She's 11 years old. She is at the hotel room, and she has my credit card. And I am a little scared to go back. I told her, I said, Sweet Pea, I unlocked the credit card. If you need to buy something, you know, if you get hungry, just order it, and it's okay, Daddy. I'm afraid to look at the fucking app, to be honest with you. Because I know what they're going to do. Because I can't just bring my one little girl. I got to bring her friend also. And I know, and I'm like, well, yeah, the credit card may only have like $500 limit, but fuck me, when you're living on Social Security because you broke your fucking skull, that $500 there, man, yeah, it's like my asshole's already puckered up, and and she's like, come on, Dad, you gotta loosen that motherfucker. Give me some more money, Daddy. And I'm like, oh. But I did actually just barely win primary custody. I love that. That little girl's been my world since the day she was born, too. Oh, it was a hell of a fight, too. I swear I live in the most sexist state. And a man cannot raise a little girl, apparently. It is just unspoken of in Idaho. Holy fuck. The judge seriously put a restriction order on me against my child when I told a doctor I needed to kill my ex-wife. Because I kept telling them motherfuckers, I kept saying, hey, I broke my skull, I've got TBI, I need some fucking help, I need a psychiatrist or something. The thoughts that go through my head, they're not fucking normal. And men doctors, they have cocks. They don't fucking listen to anybody or anything. They fucking know everything. And so the minute I had a chance, I booted every male doctor. Like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. They tried putting my ass into a mental institution that day. That was worse than fucking, oh my dear Lord, that was worse than going to jail. I had no rights. They stripped me down naked. And the nurse is like, I've got like a necklace of my daughter. And the nurse says, you have to take off your necklace. And I looked at her, and I'm not kidding you, I'm fucking naked. I said, over my dead fucking body does this necklace come off. And she turned around and walked out, and she came back in and says, the doctor said it's all right for you to keep that. And I said, well, you weren't gonna get the motherfucker anyways, asshole. The fuck do you think? Fuck. But yeah, they locked me up and called my ex-wife, and judge, oh yeah, we're gonna put a protection order against his little girl. There, he can't see his little girl. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. Really. It made no sense to me at all, but you know, whatever. Because who got primary custody? Apparently the crazy one. Fuck. Oh, 4 years. 4 years I spent battling for primary custody of that little girl. And you know what? I almost gave up one time, and my roommate, Mom, she looks at me, she says, Sean, we don't give up on family. And I said, yeah, I know, but it's just like taking an ass raping. It's so difficult. And she said, yeah, but that's what I'm here for. You can vent to me, and I have to watch what I say to a lot of people where I'm from, because I really don't care. Like, a really good buddy of mine, Jeremy, I was talking about rubber dildo slapping across the face, and he had me on speakerphone, and the gal at the Idaho Youth Ranch, because he likes to go thrift store shopping, but she started laughing her ass off, and Jeremy, he's like, Sean, shh, you're in public. And I'm like, well, it's not my fault. I didn't put me on fucking speakerphone. So I don't know if the red light means I'm done.
Tell them where you're from.
Oh,
and you're going to wrap it up.
Okay, I am Sean Scott. I'm from, I call it Buttfuck, Idaho, but Twin Falls. And I'm sorry, what?
Your social media. Tell them where to find you on social media.
Oh shit! I've been kicked off social media too much. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. Like I create a Facebook page, make one statement, and I'm kicked right off.
Well, then we're going to see him at the LA School of Comedy.
Yes, at the LA School of Comedy.
Yeah! Woo! Well, good for you. you. Welcome to LA. You did it, Sean.
I did.
Hey, it paid off to do those Ubers. Not Ubers, what are they called? Zooms. I did Zooms. Wow. Thank you so much. Please don't knock us off of social media, guys. It's his first time. He didn't know. I didn't know. We didn't know. And we just want to have so much more fun here. And you know what? We're trying to stay open. We're going to be doing a raffle. And you guys can write your checks directly to the landlord, okay? His name is David Porbaba, okay? And he's my landlord, and he's letting me stay here. And let me just tell you that Lee Shorts came up with an idea, and I'm going to go with that and think about this raffle. I might raffle off my body. I might let you put paper mache on it or something crazy, or like just, what do they say, roll around in the flour? Then I can find my eyes or my teeth or my hip. I'm kidding. I don't want to just scare you. This is your future, all right? You're going to be dating older women, and they're going to fall asleep on you. All right? If you don't fall asleep on us. And when you say rough jokes, I am really wondering what's in that book, Lee. That's all I'm telling you. Rough jokes. He's a rough rider. If you guys are watching, we hope that you love us. Please, we need 1,000 followers. Subscribers on YouTube. So if you could just follow LA School of Comedy on YouTube, that would be so great. Samantha Linderman, thank you for making this place possible, because I would have just walked away. And you keep healing people, all right? And tape your kids. All right, you got to tape your kids. You got to spend money on your little Susie. You are going to be Jesus in the next film. And Mark, you are Andrew Ford Coppola. I made up the name. That's okay. Francis Ford wouldn't be upset. And I'm Sunda Kronquist. Good night. Find me on all platforms at Sunda Live. Yes, it's magic. We are out. Yes. Whew, Marona mia. Oh. Wow. Beautiful. You had a good time? Yeah. Good. I got good pictures of you up here. All right. Oh, thank you.